What's up, Rangers? Welcome to the GHS. My name's Steve, and I am currently in my pajamas. But anyways, today we're going to be going over for the next Halloween video. So I know we missed one, so I'm going to try to get a two-part out and still a review, at least, because this will probably get two parts. But this is essentially me going over how my design process for this, and then you guys will see the finished product in the next one, because there's still stuff I'm currently waiting on, like a hood. But I'll put a link in the description below of everything I ordered, anyways. But what I am trying to replicate here is the look of Ghostface from the video game Dead by Daylight. Which I thought was a very interesting look. It's like doing standard Ghostface, super easy, right? You just need the $10-ish mask and the cape that you can buy cheaply too. You're done. You're Ghostface. If you want to do a movie accurate one, they're not quite right, because his cloak's actually like sparkly in the movie. Like there's some like little sparkle shine to it, and then the patterning is wrong. So that could be something I could do, because I actually bought two Ghostface for this, well, actually three, because I wasn't sure what I want to do. Because I bought the zombie one, which for the next video I'll show it with the outfit, because I got to figure out which one I kind of want to do. Standard one, and then one I modified. Which the one I modified is this guy here, standard Ghostface mask. This one I picked up, I think it was Party City for 10 bucks. I have one that was $5 at Walmart. Literally, it's pretty sure it's the exact same mask, as a Scream thing on it and everything. Really cheap to get a hold of, which is kind of what I try to do with the cosplays. I try to keep them fairly inexpensive, because I don't like spending a whole lot of money, and I suck at stitching, so the way I like treating my costuming is like kit bashing an action figure. I want to keep it as cheap as possible and use as many parts from other stuff as I possibly can that at least look fairly similar. Plus, what's nice about this too, if you guys wanted to try to recreate this, it's not expensive. Well, not super expensive for a decent looking costume. Like you guys have seen on the channel, I've done a few Jasons, pretty much strictly Jasons, so I'm trying to do something a little different with this one. I don't even think this will be the most expensive costume I've done. The Otaku Jason I used for Youmacon last year, which this will probably be my Youmacon outfit this year, because this one I'm having some issues with getting rigged to actually like be able to walk around with for a while. That stuff's gotten on it. I gotta either redo the fabric or just redo the way it's set up. Like I might actually try to, I don't know about spray painting it, but getting some texturing on it, maybe like latex it, which is really time consuming, so this will be for another time. So decided to get this set up, which what I did with this is, for the Ghostface mask, there's usually some frills on here. Actually, I might still have one in the bag back here. This is my extra one. I'm on a rolly chair, so you might hear extra stuff. But you guys can see for a regular Ghostface, he's got a lot of excess fabric on here. Which, if you look at the video game, none of that. Which, also, if you want a more accurate mask, there is people on like Etsy and stuff that do an actual mask, because you're not supposed to have the frills. And to me, it looks like you still want this section here, because you want to hide your neck. And even with the hood, if you take this stuff off, it's still going to be hard to cover. So I almost treat the rest of this like those I can't think of the name right now, but just like the black masks, like black see-through masks people use for under helmets and stuff. More or less treating it like that. This I might try to hide a little better. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to pop it out so you guys can see what I do with this too. But for the mask, I just tangled everything up. Hold on a second. Tangling up more, it seems. There we go. Cut the fabric off, and then I just went over actually with some charcoal to give it a little bit of highlighting around the edges. And it looked like to me, looking at the game model, around here for the jaw, the nose, and the eyes, you want it still white, but everywhere else was like slightly dirty. So I just went over like charcoal and a brush and just dabbed it on, highlighted a couple of sections a little harder. So it makes the edges kind of stand out a little bit more. And with a mask that doesn't have a lot of edges, it definitely helps a little bit. So when you pop it on, it's really simple. Next, I just added some gloss paint to the mouths and around the eyes, because when you get these masks, Actually, this one looks like it's painted better, but I'll show you well it'll show up in the camera. But the black isn't consistent. Like, you still see some of the white here and there. And it's very like one shot airbrushed on, they're done. So I just went over it, darkened a lot of the edges, and made it shiny. Because again, just the way it kind of looks to me. And then, but this thing, which what this is a voice changer. You can find these at Walmart. This is where I got this one. There's also a bunch on Amazon you can order from. Problem is, this one here, it advertises, it does the scream voice, and it even shows on the packaging, which I think I still got down here. It even has them on here. Says, what's your favorite scary movie? Then the alien voice. Fact though, it doesn't do it, not even close. What you get on this, and this, you can kind of use this as a review for this thing too. For starters, the only thing I modified so far is I made the hole where the microphone is a lot bigger, because the size it was at originally doesn't really catch your voice very well. But it does pretty much a low pitch, high pitch, and standard. So for low pitch, you get this kind of voice, which is much lower than your actual voice, so you can't really hear it, and it's kind of useless. This voice, on the other hand, is definitely a lot louder, and you can actually do it without really having to put too much effort into your voice. So, if you wanted to actually try to use this one, this could possibly do it for you. Or, there's just this part, which is just your normal voice, which is probably what I'd actually would use. Just try to talk funny at that point. But it kind of gives you a little bit more of the sound anyways, like the audio feedback you'll get through using the voice changer, which is kind of what I want. And not talking like this, just be like, what's your favorite scary movie? You know? But you can use this without actually having to talk really loud too, which is kind of nice. But one thing too, is when you're wearing this, you're going to be kind of muffled through the mask anyways, and this will be on the outside, so you'll have a bunch of things kind of, hopefully lowering the tone of your voice down. But what's kind of cool, where the air hole is, currently, I'm gonna have to change it because this is hard to breathe in already, and there's only that one air hole. But you can actually put the clip through here. So, one thing I recommend if you guys are doing it is to cut out the hole. There's only 2 screws on the back. 2 screws, and when you pop it out, there's just the speaker and the wire. So you just gotta carefully pull those out, cut the hole out bigger. I used a Dremel, but you can almost just do it with a knife if you really want to. Just supervision, be careful. Just make it large enough so that the entire microphone will see your mouth. But putting this on real quick. See, we got the frills here, edges a little bit more highlighted. You pop this on. You don't have to really talk that loud, and stuff comes kind of through here. You'd be like, "Yes, Sydney, what's your favorite scary movie?" Like, it works. Then nobody knows really your voice. I already have like a weird voice to begin with, so this could work. But thing on the suit is I still gotta figure out where I'm hooking it, because the jacket is a bit of a tight fit, which is what I wanted. I'm gonna talk with the normal voice now. Jacket's a tight fit, which is what I wanted. But because it's a tight fit, you can't just have it under the jacket, so I gotta figure out, I might have to actually disassemble that, which will be a part, might be a part of this video later on, or the next one, because this one, I'm probably gonna show you guys a little bit of modification I'm gonna do to this outfit, and then the next one will be hood and doing the straps and stuff. So the next one will be a little bit more involved. This one's more just me running through paces. But also got this, which you can find this on Amazon too. It's a Chinese import costume, but this is actually, it's like a medieval plague doctor outfit, which was the closest thing I could find, because you want something that kind of bees a little bit, because the way he does in the video game, it kind of comes off to the side on the front where it wraps over. So this is the best I could do, and at the price point of about 40 bucks. One thing when buying this, and I'll put this on real quick for you guys so you can see it a little better. So when buying this, you don't want to trust the sizes, because the sizes aren't US sizes. So, I'm generally an extra large if I want something to be fairly form-fitting. I like 2X because it's a little baggy, and then when I wash it, it shrinks a little bit, and it's got a little bit of length to it. Extra large doesn't quite have the length, but that's generally my size. Same with jackets. If I want something to fit very nicely, extra large. If I want it to be a little big, 2X. This is a XXX, and it just fits. Which, doing the measurements is what I wanted, because, again, when you look at the game, it doesn't look like it really hangs off of them anywhere. So, you want it to fit very nicely. So, you can't really go out the the sizes that they give you. You have to go by the measurements that they give for each of the sizes, which you want to use like a tape measurer to get the accurate measurements. You can use just like a standard measuring tape, the ones that just expand out. It'll work good enough. Give you a general sizing, and then just try to go like slightly bigger. But I have like the fabric tape, so use that. Worked nicely. But I'll put this on real quick just so you guys can see. It's not the easiest thing. It also already had a hood, which I thought would be kind of cool. But the problem is, God, it's hard to figure out the top of this thing. Like, it even has like a little bit of the leather here. So if you don't want to order an extra hood, it already has one for you, which is cool. And then you just would have to add the extra 2 leather straps on the side. Boom, you're done, right? But it doesn't have the neck portion. So you'd either would have to make that. You can just say screw it. That's a thing too. Because it'll still look cool regardless. But being as close to the video game as possible, not quite right. But anyways, pop this on. And actually, when I pop this on, you want the Ghostface Mask to be on first, because you want it all tucked in under the coat. So, pop this on. I'm actually going to take the changer out. Let's think about just gluing the microphone to the back of the mask. I still do that. I don't know yet. Because I want to clip it, but I almost want to make the mouth hole a little larger. So, we'll see. Because it's more or less useless at this moment.
Where's the top again? Thing is, there's so many buttons, it's insane. Yeah. Right. Pull that up, make sure everything's tucked. This has a zipper somewhere. Is that recording good? Okay. It shows the thing. Oh, I only got 4 minutes left. That's what's yelling at me about. Gotcha. Try to be quick. Zipping this up, you want to kind of keep it lined up as possible. It kind of helps to have an extra person. Usually I have my wife help me with this, but it is possible to do with the mask on. Whew. Alright, it's already getting a little warm. Next, you got 2 sets of buttons here. For the most part, it's set up to do this side. If you want it to have it a little expanded, you can go button to button to button. But middle button, for some odd reason, doesn't hook to there. So, button, button, and then you can bring it over if you wanted. It's a little bit of a tighter look. And this kind of just comes over. You got a neck piece button here. That also just comes over. I think what this is you can actually make it tight. So you got 2 options. And then this extra one just kind of wraps around the back here. But I feel like there should have been another little attaching piece, because this doesn't hook to any of the buttons up here either. For the most part. Because in the game, he has this part covered over here, so you want it kind of tight. Good to go. I gotta get some black pants in not Captain America pajamas, but I had some gloves. Using the gloves from the Freddy vs. Jason outfit, I'm just going to reuse them. They're a little grimy, but they'll work. Saves me about another 15 bucks ordering those. Woo! I just popped the button. Hood goes up. Covers half your face. It's okay. I can't see anymore. Ugh. But it'd give you the overall look if you really don't want to spend any extra. This knife, on the other hand, what this is a training knife, so it's hard plastic and very rounded, so you're not gonna cut anybody with it, which is nice. But I might paint this a little bit so nobody thinks it's real, because I don't need that happening to me. But this is actually fairly inexpensive to get on Amazon too, which is nice. Whew.
Anyways, just to conclude this portion of the video, and then we'll come back once I start really adding all the frills to everything. But what I got to finish is once the hood comes in, I can make the shoulders, and then it's adding belt buckles to here, belt buckles around the belt region, if you will, the championship, and then adding black pants. I already actually have some boots to wear with this too. They're sitting over there. You just want long, like boots with a long neck to them. That's really about it. So I got some already for my other Jason stuff. So nice thing is I get to reuse some portions of outfits. And then it's just like the straps here. I'm gonna make gray. Just gonna rub some paint onto that. Same with maybe some other sections here, but for the most part, leaving it alone. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this. Again, we'll come back with the actual attaching of everything, get everything set up, and I'll show more of that there. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. That was my ring in the glove. Ow. See you guys in the next video.